Hello, YouTube! My name is Brogan Wickrack, and today I want to talk to you about the subway system. Number one on the list is people watching. We all do it. Everybody does it a little bit. Some people call it being a creeper, but that's just, I don't care. I want to watch people because people are interesting. Personal space is truly personal space here in New York City. It doesn't extend beyond your skin. One time, I saw a guy. He was just standing there. I guess he didn't think anyone was looking, because he dug his hand into his pants. He got a nice, good scratch, and then New Yorkers really just, they don't care. They don't care. Some of the trains run above ground for a lot of the trip, so you can actually see the New York skyline, look at graffiti that you'll never get another chance to see because it's on the top of some random building. When you go underground, it can be just as interesting because you can ride in the front of the train and there's usually a big open window so you can see the tunnel as you're going, and that's just really cool. You feel like a high-powered mole machine, and if you pay attention looking out the side, sometimes you see the flashes of track lightning. You'll just be going along and then it's cool, I promise. Reason number 3. The music that you'll find throughout all of the New York City subway system is always, at the very least, entertaining. Because you have the illegal performers that actually trap you on the subway. Cars themselves, they're not technically allowed to do it, but half of them are decent and the other half, they're there. But the real treat is actually when you get into the subway platforms, because that's where the legitimate awesome performers are. There's a program here in New York City called MUNY, Music Under New York. And their music is usually really, really good. So if for no other reason you want to take a stroll down into the subway tunnels, you're probably somewhere, someday, always going to have some interesting and beautiful music to listen to. Number 4 has got to be all of the interesting smells. And by interesting, I mean awful. There's this very specific smell. It's kind of like rotting, dead, skunk bumhole. You'll know because you'll have a tear coming out of your eye from the strain of trying not to gag while you're breathing through your mouth, and you don't want to be rude and tell them that they're this unwashed human mess, but so you just cry a little bit. Last but certainly not least, we come to number 5 on the list, which has to be all of the excitement that you get from the subway dangers. Down in the subway, there are rats the size of your foot. And they're gonna try and take over the world sometime. And anything that can drink the water that's kind of sitting down at the bottom of the subway tracks, you know that you're not going to be able to kill that. So they're very exciting to see, and as soon as they try to take over the world, it'll all just be so much excitement. At every stop, the conductor will come over the loudspeaker and say something along the lines of, "Stand clear of the closing doors." That is not a suggestion. That is not a please get out of the way. That is a move your ass. The door is about to cut you in half. I saw this very kind looking old man. He was taking his time. That door karate chopped him like in the face. They don't discriminate. They are not ageist. They are not sexist. They don't give a shit. The door will get you. What you really have to worry about is after 11. I think it's between like 11 and 5 in the morning. That little time period. All of the tracks. It's like they're the staircases at Hogwarts. They change. I have tried to get on a train at like 11:45, and it took me about 3.5 hours to do a trip that should have only taken 45 minutes. So, be warned. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you have anything that you think should be added to the list, just write in the comments below. And if you have any comments, questions, anything, come on. I want to hear them. I want to hear your thoughts. Yes. And with that, I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. White blue light just